everyone. This is Duran's Healing, and welcome to tonight's Healing Circle. For those of you who are new here, welcome to my channel, where I provide weekly energetic updates for the collective. And as I began to blaze this fire tonight, gather around and contribute your very powerful energy. Whether it be a like, a share, subscribe, or comment below to let me know how these messages are showing up in your world. And with that being said, let's jump right into the stones to see what's going on out here in the cosmos. The message that's speaking the loudest is coming from your spirit guides, your ancestor team, or your higher team, and it's landing us directly in the fire, in the realm of spirit. And I can see here there's a lot going on out here in the spirit world. And there are 3 different threads of energy here moving beyond the flame. And I would like to dissect them to see what the other world has brewing up for you all today. And what I'm gathering here in the first stream of consciousness is that there is a transition, a change that is making its way towards you. And it has to do with your inner core. It has to do with your purpose. Something here that I'm downloading in the flame is that the other world can sense when your need of change is ready. And being that the devotion stone is right next to it, this suggests that no matter what you're dealing with, or the challenges or the hurdles that you are facing right now in your world, this message says lean towards militancy. Draw in the power, draw in the flame, because you're fully supported here, which is encouraging your visibility. There is a need for you to be seen in a way that ignites this otherworldly energy that supports the frequencies from the other side. It's as if the other world understands everything that you're going through, and they're conjuring up or whipping up this transition in your world to prepare you for the change or what is to come. Not only are they sending the change in, they're giving you the energy behind it to be able to handle whatever comes your way. And this has everything to do with, on one end, your healing journey. That's what this thread of energy is about. The path of wisdom is showing up here, letting me know that there's something ancestral that keeps you moving, that keeps you going, that keeps you on a certain path that leads you more towards wisdom, to understanding, towards a knowing. You will not let yourself sit in a state of confusion. There's something in you that will fire you up, that will put you on a path to seek a higher understanding. And this has led you directly towards the other world, an otherworldly energy source. That is your healing journey. That has been your healing journey all this time. But the second thread of consciousness is branching off like a tree with many branches. And the second thread is speaking to, your path of wisdom, where you embark on the things, the quest that you have took yourself on. What I'm seeing here is like a long mission, a 007. Like you're on a secret mission here and no one knows about. But the truth of the matter here is that the other world has been here all along, supporting you and guiding you and funneling to you information. Like the floodgates have always been open for you, and you knew it. And you know this because the bell is sounding off here. There is a certain level of intellect, a certain level of spiritual genius within you that has always guided you in the right direction. And it has landed you in the realm of spirit, into spirituality. But not only just a knowing, there is also a support here, an energy of support, no matter how difficult the roads may be. What I'm seeing here is that the other world will not let you drift too far away, will not let you go too far down without guiding you back in and ushering in whatever it is they feel that you need, like a healthy parent, giving you the rope to make your own choices, to make your own decisions. But when you step too far off, they call your name to tell you to come back home, to come back in the house before you drift out here in the stratosphere without any indicators of where you are. That's the second thread of consciousness that I'm seeing here in the realm of spirit. But the other thread of consciousness here that I'm picking up on is that the higher energy in the other realm are working on your creativity, or is saying that your creativity is dwelling in the realm of spirit. That means something that you're doing and a creative endeavor in a creative way is attached to your spiritual process, a spiritual endeavor. It may be something as simple as you painting in a time of need, in a time of crisis, or in a time where you feel most in tune with yourself. And this hovering, or this hub that I'm seeing here surrounding your creativity, no one can get in, is tightly sealed. And quite beautifully, this energy is connected to your brilliant stone, your wisdom stone, and your earth stone. And what I'm downloading here is that this creative thread that you may be attached to is connected to something that grounds you in the realm of spirit, your brilliance, your wisdom. It's like whenever you enter into this creative hub for yourself, you feel at home. And not only that, you sink into a level of brilliance, a light force within you that drives in a certain level of information towards what it is that you need to create. That is why whatever you're building, whatever you are creating is endless, is infinite. There's no end to it. And it's partly due, yes, it's in the realm of the fire, but the other end is that there is a hereditary thread here, being that the earth is in the flame. It's like your ancestral home gives you your guiding light, serving up as a compass for you to find your way back home, to find yourself in comfort in the realm of knowingness. There's something here that's so powerful and intricate about this message. It's like the creative endeavors, or this creative hub that you open up or you embark on, is the initial entry point, but the creativity or the expression of it connects you to the home front of your spiritual foremothers and forefathers. This is the guiding light in your world whenever you feel like you're too lost at sea, when you're too lost out here in the world around you. Something in you that creates and it connects you to your family's reunion, giving you information about your energy, making it feel a little bit more familiar to you. See, this happens when you feel like an outcast in the world around you. You seek solace, is what I'm gathering here. And a part of your solace has to do with creating, because that is the entry point of this message. And not only when you get here or when you start to create, when you start to cultivate your creative endeavors, whatever it may be, a light force is being sent out or something in you lights up, honoring your wisdom, making you feel that much more at home, making you feel a little bit more comfortable in your skin. That is the connectivity between you and the spirit world. That's what I'm seeing here in the flames. And the third message that I'm downloading here is very brief, but it's connected to the pyramid stone. And what I'm downloading here is that the higher energy is acknowledging your aura, your frequency, the mysteriousness of your being. Some of you may have a mysterious factor to you. You may not reveal all of the cards in your hand, but you reveal just enough to let people know that you have the winning hand. You have the big joker. And there's something here about the aura that your higher team is acknowledging right now. It's saying that there's something in you that is making you operate in this way, and it's because of the spiritual connection you have with the other world. And being that it is coming from the other side, there is a level of like invisibility, a level of secrecy, but not in a way that you think. It has more to do with the spiritual knowing that with so much power you can't reveal it all. And though this inner knowing that you have, you may not share everything that you have with other people around you, because every time you do, you lose a little bit of the potency. It's like it seeps out. A part of this is also, give me 1 second, I'm getting another download. A part of this also has to do with your inheritance. It's like you've inherited your certain style, your certain movements, the way you operate, and you're moving it or pulling it in from the spirit world. That's why people cannot grab you or hold you for a long time if they're not operating on this wavelength or this vibration. This is very vague, but I'm feeling the intensity of it. I'm trying to pull it down. This message has everything to do with the mysteriousness and the secrecy and the veil of your energy. This is for a specific reason, and it's happening because the potency of your energy has everything to do with you keeping a part of it hidden. That's the way you're able to keep this and maintain this connection with the other world. Because if you unveil it, unleash all of your secrets, tell everybody everything that you are doing, it's like the potency dwindles. And you know this. That's why you're operating the way you do, to maintain this connectivity with the other world. Very interesting message. I don't know if that made sense, but I can feel the largeness in that read. But what I would like to do at this time, there's a lot of different messages here that are showing up in the realm of spirit. But I would like to specifically dissect this transition that is coming your way and this creativity ring that is here. It's like the inception of your creative endeavors. These two stones are striking me at my core. So what I will do at this time, I would like to pull some cards on these two stones to see a more in-depth meaning surrounding the change that's coming in and the creative endeavors that you're taking on. And in terms of this change that's coming your way, the cards that came out were molecular level, not in alignment, always watching, subspace window, get things done, and a call to action. And what I'm downloading here is that there's something going on in the other world that happens to have this very deep connection between you and the other world on a molecular level. What I'm seeing is more like a DNA strand here. And the other world is doing everything in its power energetically, spiritually, to get rid of things that are not in alignment. And for the other world to do that, they have to throw in this curveball. They have to throw in this transitional change in your world because they're always watching you energetically. You are the one here, serving as leader, serving as this powerful player for their name's sake. They want to ensure the success of your delivery of the goods here in this paradigm. And subspace window came out. And this lets me know that you may feel at times like you're going through some type of subspace window where you don't feel like you're attached to the paradigm that you live in. But this has everything to do with your connectivity to the flame, keeping you close. And whenever you get too warped out is what I'm seeing, when you get too fixated on meeting the demands and meeting all of these social cues and social structures of the paradigm that you live in, something happens and draw you closer to this subspace window is what it appears in your world. Like you may feel like you're a bit loopy. You may feel like you cannot resonate. You may feel like you're off in a different dimension. And this happens because this recalibrates you. This refocuses you back onto your mission, back onto your purpose so that you can get things done. It's like this vortex that I'm seeing that some of you enter into. I don't know if you may feel overwhelmed in your world. You may get an inkling like something is a bit off. It creates this subspace window between the paradigm that you live in and the spiritual world so that you can harness your energy back. So you can get your energy recalibrated back into the frequency that it needs so you can focus in on higher matters. Call to action came out. I can see that some of you in the collective have a very powerful mission here on this paradigm. Your purpose is very large. And at times, to get a sense of normalcy, to get a sense of I'm still human, you may stray too far into the paradigm, thinking that you're one of them. Yes, you're one of them in a sense that you're still human. But the difference in your energy has everything to do with your purpose. And that's why this transition is here to send down this bowling ball to the pins to knock you back into place. I don't know if some of you may experience some radical changes in your world, in your energy. You may have felt this shift, and this shift is here to prepare you for the transition that the other world is sending down to you. You have to get your energy ready for it. And this energy that's coming down has everything to do with your purpose. And if you're too far off track, and if you're hanging out a little bit too much, this subspace window will kick in like a sound wave, rattling your ears so that you can lower the volume to hear exactly what it is that you need to do to get you back on track. That is what this transition is all about. They're clever little beings here, and they're moving on your behalf in the other world. Very large message, you guys. And I would like to shift the energy to the second stone, which was your clarity ring. And I've already pulled some cards here, and this message was about the inception of your creativity. You leaning on this side of yourself, nurturing in your connectivity with the other side. And the cards that came out were take care of yourself, 2 different languages, navigation system, Metatron's cube, congruent, and cutting. And what I'm downloading here is that this creativity may start out with you taking care of yourself, engaging in self-care practices. Something about this lets me know if you're feeling overwhelmed in your world. No matter if you're honoring your spiritual path, there's something in you that spiritually starts to feel overwhelmed. And beautifully enough, and I'm very proud to download this, is that some of you have a spiritual self-care practice that you implement whenever you start to feel that way. This is what spawns your creative endeavors. This is what spawns your creativity when you go off the grid or when you remove yourself to take care of yourself. And this energy brings about 2 different languages. Some of you may speak 2 different languages is what I'm gathering here, but more importantly, this has everything to do with tending to your energetic body on both spectrums is what I'm seeing here. You may seem like you communicate with the people, places, and things around you in one way, but you communicate or hear your spiritual body or your spiritual energy in a whole different way. And you know that if you don't tend to yourself spiritually, it is likely that you will malfunction. You will crash out. I don't know if you saw this before or you've experienced this before, where your body completely breaking down, your mind shutting off, or something in your physiological makeup revealed to you that if you don't take care of yourself, there are consequences, there are ramifications. And maybe if you don't experience this, or if you haven't experienced this, you may have seen people in your world go through this same thing, and you do not want that to happen to you. Yeah, what I'm gathering is that for some of you, this message shows up as you don't need to touch the hot stove to know that it'll burn you. You saw that it happened to other people, so you're taking this preventative measure, this precaution for yourself to listen to your spiritual body, another language. And this is serving as a navigation system, little did you know, towards your connection with the spirit world, or your connection with your creativity. Because Metatron's cube and navigation system came out, this is where you start to get a little bit wonky. You start to get a little bit outside of the time zone of the energies that you live in, and go into a frequency that is congruent with your energy. And you may feel like you're cutting off, or you may feel like you have to cut off certain things in order to handle spiritual matters of your energetic body. But you do it, and you're doing it because you know the importance of it. And this somehow is connected to the entry point, which is your creativity. Maybe when you sound yourself, when you sound your body into a better space, I'm seeing or hearing a soft life, or a softer version that this language that you're picking up on is conveying. As you sit in it, the connectivity and the information that funnels through you is like no other. You get signs, you get things to do, you get put to work on a spiritual level. Yeah, that's what I'm gathering here. It's like you start to realize there are spiritual matters that you need to cultivate. And you realize it once you sound that volume, once you tend to your spiritual body or your spiritual self, and you start to pick up on all these things that you need to do, sending you on a creative endeavor, fueling you, giving you power, giving you strength that is in alignment with your spiritual self. Very large message here. Thank you all for joining me in tonight's healing circle. And with that being said, I would like to shift the trajectory of this energy. And if you stayed thus far, please be sure to like, to share, subscribe, or comment below to let me know how these messages are showing up in your world. And with that being said, I would like to jump back into the stones to see what other messages the higher energy would like for me to convey with you all at this time. And jumping back into the stones, I am sensing that there's something happening or something that must happen in terms of your creativity reaching this paradigm, because this energy is looping itself into nature. But at this cusp or at this edge between the fire and the nature, there is cowrie shells and a coin on top. A part of my assorted items here are also coins. But this is very interesting to me because this lets me know there is an energetic transference that must take place in order for this creativity to express itself out. It's like going into a different country. Your money has to be transferred energetically, physically to their money or the country that you're going to's dollar. But this also speaks to the shift in your energy from going between the spirit into the world around you or back into the world around you. I can see some of you having to shift consciousness or shift frequencies in order to meet the demand the current paradigm has for you. You have to understand creativity. And because I understand the capacity of creativity, it has to be packaged in a way. It has to be filtered or constructed or molded in a way. But due to it landing in the fire, the frequency of it is so potent. It has to go through this energetic transference in order for it to successfully reach the paradigm. That's why this energy is moving towards nature. It's kind of similar to when you take your baggage to the airport. There is only certain bags that can go in the airplane with you. The rest of it has to go underneath the plane. And you pick it up at baggage claim. It's a separation in energy. I know it's convoluted. Yes, the creativity is within you. You're cultivating it. However, it must go through a different channel, a different source of energy in order for it to meet its destination. It's connected to your gift. You see, gift and creativity go hand in hand, and your gift is in nature. Your creativity is in the fire. So the brewing up of your creativity and the expression of it are in two different realms. And the expression of your creativity and your gift is about your ability to transform the world around you. And the reason why it's in the fire, because it needs to be brewed up. It needs to get a certain level of potency. It needs to get a certain level of calibration. It needs to be touched by the other world, so when it hit this paradigm, it will be like nothing anyone has ever heard before. It will be like nothing anyone has ever felt before, delivering some relief to this paradigm. Your gift is landing in nature, which lets me know that any riddle, any puzzle, any challenge that is in your path, you can solve that because your creativity is in the other world. And anything in this paradigm that attempts to hide itself from you, it will be revealed. This is a part of your work. This is a part of your connectivity with the realm of magic. That's what you're stepping into. That is what you're realizing about this transference process. And what you're carrying is so powerful that this world cannot take it at face value. It cannot take it raw like that. It's too potent. It has to be decompressed. It has to be transferred in order for it to be digestible. People will never get enough of your energy because it's nothing that they have ever felt before. You have to honor or acknowledge your connection with the realm of the spirit and what it's doing to your aura and what it's doing to your creativity and the expression however you see fit. To deliver your gift will be like nothing they will have ever heard before. You have the freedom to express yourself out, and whenever you do, the relief in their soul will quench the thirst of an energy within them that has been so hungry for something so otherworldly. They have no choice but to listen. They have no choice but to respect a person like you. And it has everything to do with you honoring your integrity, honoring your spiritual process, and honoring the authentic frequency that you're carrying. So no matter the convoluted situations you're going through or the challenges that may make you feel like you're taking 10 steps back, I can promise you, you're going to take 20 steps forward. When you reveal your energy out, when you finally step out, it will quench the thirst of the souls who are hungry for something otherworldly. Period. Very large message, you guys. Thank you all for joining me and contributing your very powerful energy to tonight's healing circle. I cannot do this without you all. And with that being said, I'm going to take this time to come down from this very heated flame and close out tonight's healing circle. And I will see you all at the next.